What if I told you the real path to becoming a millionaire has nothing to do with inventing the next big app? What if it's hidden in plain sight, in the most unglamorous, straightforward, and let's be honest, boring businesses you can possibly imagine? Well, today, we're gonna pull back the curtain on 6 of them. This quote it hits the nail on the head, right? While the whole world is chasing crypto and AI and whatever the next big thing is, there are people quietly getting rich from stuff like, well, trash. It's this fascinating paradox, and it's the secret we're gonna unpack today. So that begs the question, what is the real secret to wealth? If it's not the flashy, high-tech startup, then what on earth is it? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, first things first, we've got to tackle the millionaire myth. Because when you hear that word, millionaire, you probably picture a tech genius in a hoodie, right? Coding away in a garage about to disrupt some massive industry. That's the story we've all been sold. And this really breaks down the 2 paths perfectly. On one side, you've got that Silicon Valley dream. It's high risk, it's totally unpredictable, it's basically a lottery ticket. But on the other side, you've got the reality of these boring businesses. They're proven, they're predictable, and they're absolutely essential. It's less about trying to hit a jackpot and more about building a reliable, cash-flowing machine. All right, let's get into our first category, the automated moneymakers. I love these. These are the businesses that once you get them set up, they literally generate wealth for you while you're sleeping, with very little day-to-day effort. First up, vending machines. And I know what you're thinking. Really? Vending machines? It sounds almost too simple, but that simplicity, that's exactly where the genius is. Just stick with me on this one. So, how much money are we talking about here? Well, get this. There's a story of a former accountant who built an empire of 800 machines. His annual revenue, $2.3 million a year, all from chips and soda. It's incredible. And here's why it works so well. These machines, they are your perfect employees. They work 24/7, they never call in sick, they don't need benefits, you just stock them and they collect money for you. It's a scalable, truly passive model that just prints cash day and night. Okay, next up is another business that cashes in on a simple, universal truth, self-storage facilities. And what's that truth? We all have way too much stuff, and we're more than willing to pay someone to hold on to it for us. Now, look at this chart. It's wild. The average profit margin for a self-storage business is around 45%. Now compare that to your average business, which is lucky to hit 12%. It's an absolute gold mine, all because the overhead is just ridiculously low. And here's the secret sauce behind those crazy margins. Once the thing is built, your costs are practically nothing. And on top of that, customer inertia is a powerful, powerful force. People sign up thinking, oh, just for a few months, and then 3 years later, they're still paying because it's just easier than dealing with it. You're solving a permanent problem with almost no effort. Okay, on to our next one, laundromats. This might just be the definition of unglamorous. You're literally in the business of other people's dirty clothes. But as we're learning, where there's no glamour, there's often a ton of profit. And the profit potential is just staggering. A single well-managed laundromat can pull in $300,000 a year. That's pure profit, all from a bunch of machines doing all the heavy lifting. So why are they such a sure bet? Because clean clothes are a non-negotiable human need. It doesn't matter if the economy is booming or tanking, people have to do laundry. This makes it one of the most stable, resilient, and super automatable businesses you can possibly own. So this brings us to our next category of businesses, which is all about monetizing everyday needs. These are the ones that profit by solving the predictable, fundamental, and often overlooked problems of daily life. All right, here we go. Business number 4 is portable toilet rentals. Yeah, I know there's a definite ick factor here, but think about it. Every single construction site, every outdoor concert, every marathon, they all need them. And where there's a need like that, there's a massive financial opportunity. Let's just talk numbers for a second. The typical profit margin for a porta potty business is around 60%. 60! That is just an astonishingly high number. I mean, there's one owner who started during a recession and built a business that brings in over $1 million a year. Why? Because people don't stop needing bathrooms just because the stock market takes a dip. And this quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? Dignity is overrated, money isn't. Yeah, you might be in what some people call a dirty business, but trust me, you'll be crying all the way to the bank. Now, let's talk about what might be the most boring business of them all, parking lots. Seriously, think about this. You are literally making money from nothing, just an empty patch of asphalt. It's absolutely brilliant. And this is the genius of the model. There's no inventory to manage, there's no shipping, there's no complicated customer service. You are just selling empty space. There's an owner of a single lot in a city who generates $75,000 a month. That's pure profit from some painted lines on the ground. And for our final boring business, this one is possibly the smartest of them all: property management. This is how you get to profit from a real estate boom without actually owning a single property. You just become the essential middleman. The math here is so simple, but it's so powerful. Let's say you manage 200 properties and you take a standard 10% cut. Well, that can generate you $360,000 a year. You're not investing in buildings, you're just investing in efficient systems. It's a business of pure service and incredible scalability. So, as we wrap this all up, what's the one thing that connects all 6 of these businesses? It's that they all prove the boring is beautiful principle. They show that predictability, not disruption, is the real, sustainable key to building wealth. They solve real, unchanging problems for real people, day in and day out. And really, that leads us to the final question. The proof is there, right? The numbers don't lie. These businesses work, period. So the only real question left is, are you willing to trade the thrill of the chase for the quiet, predictable, and frankly, life-changing wealth that comes from being, well, bored?